Dun, 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 dun. Copyright.
And here we what you eating there?
It's a Snickers.
Oh,
I have not eaten
ooh.
a single thing today.
I love me a Snickers.
Oh, it's so good. And I have a backup Kit Kat as well.
Hey,
I was telling you right before we hit record. Still in the work clothes. It's been a day, but I need
we're
some
getting there.
sugar or sustenance of any kind. So
Yes.
excuse me.
Yeah. Yeah, you know.
Mhm.
Don't mind me, you know.
Mhm. Mhm.
Just go ahead and eat, you know.
Go ahead and eat.
Don't let her eat.
Like I'm not even here.
So we are going on a little field trip today, this episode. We are going overseas to Europe. We're doing
European
some
vacation.
sightseeing today.
Yes. We're taking the scenic route, drive on
Mhm.
some mountains and some cliffs or some beaches or some sand, you know?
Hey,
I don't know.
we're doing European horrors. Now, some
Whores?
yeah, the red light district.
Yeah.
We're doing some European horrors today.
One of those actually speaks to one of my choices or one of my backup choices possibly. So,
Oh,
we love a
okay.
good red light whore.
Yes, love a good
And that's
horror.
the theme.
Red
And that's
light.
the theme.
Um, and with us, we have our friend Curtis. He goes by Tapes by the Cemetery on Instagram. And let's bring him in. Hey, Curtis.
It's Curtis.
What up? What up? Hello,
What's going on,
John.
man?
Hello, James. Thanks for having me on.
Of course.
Super
Thank you
excited for
for
this
hopping
one.
on. Yeah,
And
this is
just to add to your introduction, the
Mm.
European horrors, Sleaze is the name of the game in this region, so I'm happy to contribute to that as well.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This is a great choice we haven't done a theme, a stack theme quite like this. So it's
No,
exciting.
this is the first ever.
Not to pull back the curtain too much, but this morning I was a bit scared that we'd have to do a last minute topic change because it
Switcheroo.
seemed like there was a bit of not confusion, but maybe difficulty trying to parse through collections and find what would actually fit.
But there was also confusion. I'm so glad that you were like, no, like we're like, no, it's filmed. The production happened in Europe because I was like, I only have. Originally, I thought this was going to be tapes where we have the like European release, and
Yeah.
I have one.
Oh,
And
I
it was
don't.
gifted to me. Yeah, so I would not have been able to, or if we had to make it just even international in general, I have one. So
Yeah.
and you're like, no, like produced, filmed in Europe, and I'm like,
Yeah.
bitch, check,
Or even like
we got
if like
those.
the director is from a European country and it's not technically right,
Yeah, I mean, chances
like a
are,
counterpart of some sort, like some
chances
sort
are,
of.
I didn't do that, but I have
chances
enough
are,
without having
if
it.
the
You did it once.
director is working and they're from Europe and they're not filming in their home country, they're typically filming in a different country in Europe.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're saying I should grab Halloween 5 because it's directed by Dominique Gerard?
Sure.
Oh, cool.
Sure.
We'll just go ahead and put that in the pile then as well. No, we're not doing that.
You and Derek, anytime you get a chance, you will throw that in there.
It fits into every conversation, John.
It does. It's a great conversation starter and ender.
And ender. Speaking of nothing to do with those things, Curtis, I love your shirt.
Thank you.
That is
Thank
a
you.
sick shirt.
Yeah, I had to.
It's awesome.
I had to be festive for the topic today.
Love.
For sure.
Okay.
I love that movie. I almost wore my piece of shirt today.
maybe someone will talk about it today.
I have never
Maybe.
seen it.
Ah,
I
Oh,
know, but
ooh,
it's
ooh,
very
ooh.
high up on my list of being a must see. I've just never seen that shirt before or that like art, and I love a spooky horror shirt that's like not the normal like black. I'm
Black.
not making fun of your shirt, John, because I love whatever you're wearing.
This
But
is
like what
actually
yeah,
best video. You both
oh sweet.
weren't there, but I was there.
I wanted to go today. We had a lot today was a lot of stuff happened and I wasn't able to do a lot of things. But
Yeah. All
I
right.
was like, you know what? I might be able to like sneak away and da da da. No, it didn't happen. So someday I'll get to go. But
It's cool. Check it
but
out.
yeah, no, the yellow and the red,
Yeah.
I love.
I think this was a one-off colorway. It was gifted to me by a
Oh,
friend.
that's cool. Nice.
That's a
Yeah.
good gift. That's a good friend.
Right. Right.
Great gift
Okay.
for a great person.
Oh,
That's you,
shucks.
Curtis.
Should I turn up the lights in here so you can see me blush?
Could
Oh,
you? No.
could you? All right, Curtis, if you want to start us off with your first pick.
You okay? I told you I would try to keep the preambles to a minimum, but I do just want to say that that I might use the shorthand of Euro horror when we're discussing movies today, but we really mean European horror. Within
Yes.
like film historian context, I feel like Euro horror kind of refers to a specific time period, 60s to 80s, and includes countries like Spain, France, Italy, Germany, and really never includes the United Kingdom. This
Hmm.
conversation that we're going to have is all eras and will include the United Kingdom. Just want to make
Yes.
that clear before.
Okay.
I'm like, I need a new stack. No.
Pause. We gotta restack.
Right. Okay, good, good, good. United
and
Kingdom was my saving grace.
and I probably should have clarified before we started this episode, but mine isn't really like a top five. If mine was a top five
Yeah, it
of
doesn't have to be
Euro
top five.
horror, it would
No,
be all Italian movies, and I kind of just want to talk about a big
all of them.
variety here. You know,
Yeah.
I honestly, the ones I really would love to be talking about, I don't even have on tape. So I'm hoping and
fair.
assuming one of you will, but there were several that immediately came to mind that I don't have yet. So I was like, well, shit. So
All right, we shall see.
there we go.
So I'm gonna start our European journey in Spain. Um,
Ooh.
so Spain, especially in their Euro horror context, in the early '70s, they were just coming out of the Francoist fascist regime, and that was kind of the like weakening of the rules, weakening of the enforcement on art and everything like that. So horror movies were pushed more and they were edgier, like,
Mm,
they were putting the nudity in it, they were making allegories towards the end of the regime.
nothing subtle.
No.
Right. it
No.
uh it, it pains me not to put a Paul Naschy movie in this slot, or like a Kleminski. Like, Paul Naschy was in a lot of his movies. um but my favorite Spanish horror director is Amando de Osorio, who people might know from the Tombs of the Blind Dead series.
Okay.
There's four of those movies about the Knights Templar coming back from the grave
Oh,
and
that's so sick.
killing people to finish their rituals. It's an insane series. That is a great allegory for the fears of Spain, this Francoist regime,
Mhm.
rising from the grave as they would see it at the end of that period.
That's
Um,
fucking cool.
so it pains me not to choose a Tombs of the Blind Dead movie. Instead, I'm choosing a different one from Armando de Osorio. This is an '80s release by him called The Sea Serpent.
Ooh, that looks cool. I haven't seen
Cute.
it.
So this is an '80s movie. It is post that era, and this one isn't an allegory at all. This one is just big, googly-eyed, like puppet monster wreaking havoc in the ocean. It kind of has
Love.
an intro like Godzilla, where like they drop a nuclear bomb from the airplane. It
Okay.
radiates all the fish and awakens a monster. Um,
Tale as
but
old as time.
this one feels more like an ode to like 50s, 60s schlock. Like
Mhm.
it's got a lot of like, we don't believe you that there's a monster. Well, I gotta prove it to you. I gotta go out on the boat myself and find it,
Mm,
kind of thing.
Mhm. Yep.
There's great shots of the sea serpent putting boats in its mouth, putting
Love.
people in its mouth,
that's
even.
cool.
It
Is it like
coils.
oh, sorry, I was gonna say, is it like a combination of like when they do the miniatures, but then they'll also do like they have like probably some kind of gigantic practical situation? Like, is
Yes.
that okay?
Yeah,
Love, love.
like picture any fight scene in like a Toho like kaiju
Yep.
movie. Like it's the same vibe.
Yeah.
Or even
Um,
like old like Clash of the Titans, like the Kraken.
yeah, yeah, yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Oh,
the sea serpent in this movie too, he like coils himself around buildings and structures. Like he derails a bridge, a la like Invisible Man style.
That's
And
sick.
but my favorite part of the movie is he, who knows why this sea serpent uh seeks its attention on its unfortunate victims, but there's this guy who's a lighthouse keeper who sees the sea serpent, and the sea serpent coils its way all the way up to the top of the lighthouse and just like crushes it down on him. It's a really inventive kill, and it's also great miniature work to see like this, like this rinky dinky lighthouse just crumple into like
yeah.
the bathtub they're shooting it in.
That's so fucking funny.
Yeah,
The
it's
sea
great.
serpent.
The
Yeah.
Sea Serpent by Armando de Osorio. I would
John, put it on my list.
highly recommend.
I'll have my people tell your people.
Have my beeper, beeper, beeper. Thank you.
Mhm. All right,
Yeah,
James.
I'm a
What you
sucker for
got?
some practical effects. Okay, so I guess speaking of kind of practical effects, let me see. I got mine down here. Now, this is the first movie that came to mind when you said filmed in Europe, and I was like, okay, good, I have that, and I actually own it. So it's not as it's more well known. It's everyone I would hope has seen Aliens.
Yeah.
And the
Hmm.
reason it came to mind is because the production was like highly publicized. Well, now I guess we talk about it now as being a tense, stressful, not chaotic, because it sounds like James Cameron was very much in control of what he was doing at the time,
Mhm.
but no one else seemed to be on board or on the same page. And the infamous tea parties, not tea parties, I'm sorry, they take tea breaks. This was filmed in London and United Kingdom, and a couple places, but
Yeah.
they take tea breaks. Like you stop what you're doing and you have tea. It's like
That's
a
wild.
cultural thing that he was not used to, and was furious that everyone would stop working for tea.
What
And
the
that was
fuck are
the
you
first thing that came
doing?
to mind. Yes, exactly. We have to try to come up, and they're like my guy, my tea is hot. Like
I'm
I have
having
to
some
go drink
crumpets,
it.
buddy. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is Aliens. Now I did not come as prepared as Chris did with things. So London, England. It was filmed in Ivor Heath, uh, Buckinghamshire. Okay, cute.
Hmm.
The Royal Air Force Airfield. Okay, cool. In Hertfordshire. That was used for the exterior shots of the
Cheshire?
dropship sequences. So yeah,
Oh.
that place. But in United Kingdom. So, and I want to say that they did film probably some stuff. Oh, I see nothing was filmed in the States, which seems strange. I thought something would have been.
Oh wow.
Nope, London, England, United Kingdom, because Pinewood Studios was in Buckinghamshire.
Now
Buckinghamshire.
I would have assumed that all of the filming. I mean, it seems like all of it was done in the United Kingdom. So
Yeah,
scratch the point. But I thought
right.
that all of the shooting in London would have been like soundstage stuff. But it's interesting to hear that they actually did like on location shooting for it as well.
Yeah, that's what kind of caught me off guard too. Is I would assume, yeah, because everything I've heard has been the the studio, but or soundstage, I should say. But yeah,
Mhm.
no, looks like some exterior shots. It's great. So United Kingdom,
United
Very
James
cool.
Cameron's Aliens.
That's
Unexpected.
cool.
Unexpected.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that at all, actually. That's
Really? See,
cool.
I almost grabbed the first movie too, because I'm pretty sure the first movie was,
I
I
think so,
believe,
yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
But I was like, let's not get crazy. Like, we have other movies we can talk about.
Good pick.
Thank you,
I am
Jonathan.
taking us to London with,
From London. Oh
yeah,
gosh.
A Clockwork Orange.
Ooh,
Oh, nice.
bitch.
This is a great one.
Yeah.
Good old Kubrick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What's not to love about this? What's his name? McDowell? Is that
Malcolm
the
McDowell.
Malcolm McDowell? It's young
Mm-hmm.
him.
Yeah.
And it's just a little gang running around causing havoc. It's cool.
I
And then
watched
it's
that in
like
college, and it confused me and messed me up.
I love like the scene where like he's got his eyes pried open. Like I feel like that's like one of the most
Classic.
talked about scenes in a movie.
I mean,
Is
but for good
that
reason though. Like it's
yeah,
just
Yeah.
it's so striking.
yeah. It's wild.
The how the way the movie has no there's not no structure. There is a structure, but the structure is entirely Malcolm McDowell's character arc. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's structured around his character arc, and it's not structured around the norms of like a beginning, middle, end of a movie. Like, there's so much crazy shit that happens in that film.
Yeah.
Right.
I remember the sequence, the whole like, multiple scenes of him like staying at someone's house until they find out, I think, who he is, or he keeps
Yeah.
forget, and he has to
Mhm.
but like that whole thing, I was like, what am I
Yeah.
watching? And
Food, all right. Have another glass.
have another like
Food.
it it reminds me of like what we would later get with like Pulp Fiction, where
Yeah.
you're
It was
you're you're
very
just watching characters, and it
Mhm.
doesn't matter where they're going or what they're doing. They could be doing nothing, they could be doing fantastical things, they could be doing crazy things, they could be interacting, not interacting, it doesn't matter. You're watching, like, it makes total sense because of the cohesion of the character arc, but you don't know what the next scene is going to be, and it's probably batshit crazy.
Yeah.
That was Clockwork Orange to me.
And I love
It's
like their dialogue too in it. Like it's almost like they made up their own like slang language, like bed ways, right ways, right, right, right.
Or
Like
was that
just
probably
what
just the lingo back then?
is that lingo back then, or
yeah,
is that
I
made for the movie?
I couldn't read if it was if it was true lingo or if it was meant to be like satire of the lingo.
Yeah.
Mm.
Huh.
I mean, like either way, I think it works as both. You know,
Mhm.
it's very believable, but it also has that humorous edge to it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And like
I've o-
oh,
I've
sorry.
I've
Go
only
ahead.
seen I've only seen this one once while I was doing a Stanley Kubrick retrospective,
So
and
good.
the most the part about it that sticks out to me the most is like the interior shots of like apartments, and I think there's like one time where they're in a record store, and like the counter is like acrylic, and they got like a different colored light like strung on every part of the ceiling, like
Mhm.
it's
The milk
that
bar.
it's that like mid-century modern like meet like disco tech kind of vibe.
Hmm.
It's beautiful.
It is so striking, but it
Yeah.
doesn't seem out of place. It doesn't
No.
seem like we're like, yeah. Good
Yes.
pick.
Yeah,
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome,
Back to you, Curtis.
John.
sure. So for this pick, we're gonna go to France.
Ooh,
Ooh,
never
France.
been.
I don't have much of a preamble for this one because I think there's only one director really not worth talking about. But like when you think of Euro horror, when you think of French horror, you think of Jean Roland with this box
Oh,
says
Thriller the
Thrill of the
Vampire.
Thrill
Vampires,
of
but
the
it more
Vampires.
commonly goes by Shiver of the Vampires. So Jean Roland, he was a horror, primarily horror director who made a bunch of vampire movies, but all of his movies have this tinge of the fantastique. It's
Mm.
they're all super out there, like psychedelic works. Especially this one, Thrill of the Vampires, has this great like psychedelic rock fuzz rock kind of score going behind it. Um, Another part of Jean Rollins movies that really make him distinct from, I guess, his contemporaries was that, like other genre filmmakers, especially in the US, he was
Mhm.
a for hire director. So that meant that he
Oh,
was doing a lot of adult films as well. But
gotta do
he
what you
was
gotta do.
putting his own edge on those movies too. And that sexuality and that, I don't want to use sleaze because his is way more classy than like the Italians were doing it.
Mhm.
Mm.
That bleeds through into his horror movies and his vampire movies specifically, but it never feels out of place. It's always contextualized and stylized, and
Mhm.
especially in Thrill of Vampires. I mean, it's that whole movie is about the power of seduction. It's about this newlywed couple. They go to this castle to visit their the bride's cousins, I believe, and when they get there, they find that the cousins are dead, and there's other people who are inhabiting the castle to
Mhm.
find out that it's vampires who turn the bride, and they're
Whoa.
conducting rituals around the house, even sacrifices at one point, and bless you.
Sorry. Thank
And
you.
the groom is the groom
Gesundheit.
is just going crazy. It's a cool movie to see that, like, the women are the only people who have agency in this entire movie. Like, they have their wits about them,
I know
vampire
that's
or
right.
not.
Yeah.
Um, there's this great scene where he stumbles into one of those like 360 libraries, like the door to the library is like a shelf in itself kind of deal.
That's
And
cool.
he's
Okay.
just like like as soon as he walks in, he's just like spinning around the room. Books are like flying at him from shelves, and the scene just ends with him just like laying and being covered in a pile of books.
Yeah.
It's like that fantasy element of his movies that really get me. It's like you're not going to see this in any other movie just because it's so imaginative. He has a great sense of like what should be real in a movie and what shouldn't be, you
Okay.
know? Um,
When did this come out?
this was 1971. This
Holy
was
crap. Wow.
one of his earliest horror movies. I
Okay.
think maybe 3 or 4 years before that was when he was really starting with a movie. I think one of his first vampire movies was called Rape of the Vampire. Um, but I
Interesting.
mean, I also won't downplay the the gratuitous nudity and sexual content of this movie for anybody wanting to go visit it. Like, it is vampires making out and doing it for most of the runtime, and
And
it's
fucking.
and it's glorious for that reason. I mean, like, it just works for the movie.
Yeah. Wow.
That's another like the scene you're describing. I love like it sounds like it's something I'd want to see just because I love to see how filmmakers did these kinds of fantastical things in a time when you couldn't use CGI. Like I'm a practical effects like queen. I
Oh,
love a
same,
Mhm.
practical
same.
effect. Like so just like thinking of how they probably made that happen, I want to see it. Like when the sea
Yeah.
serpent, I'm like, I want to see that. I want to
Yeah.
Oh
see if
yeah.
it's ridiculous, if it's great, if it's that, like, I just want to see that. I love watching how, movies came together and were created and filmed and whatever with like such precision based around a practical effect or a makeup effect or whatever versus like we'll just add it in later.
Yeah.
There's such a charm and like an elevated level of creativity to those movies.
Mhm.
So I guess another one I have to see.
Before we move
Okay.
on from genre Lin, I kind of wanted to mention a few other movies before, in case other people want to check out his works, because I feel like
Mhm.
within the VHS sphere, most of his stuff isn't available outside of like PAL format. So maybe
Mm.
people aren't seeing his movies as much as they should have.
Yeah.
He hasn't done all vampire movies. Like, he's known for a good chunk of his vampire movies, but he has this great movie called The Grapes of Death, which is like a kind of zombie movie about wine that turns people into zombies.
That's sick.
Um,
Love.
he has a movie called, if I'm getting the title right, The Demoniacs, which is like a pirate revenge movie, like Revenge on the Pirates.
Wow.
And there's this great movie called Night of the Hunted that is like sort of like within that psychotic woman, like I'm losing my mind camp,
Mhm.
but yeah, it's just like really out there. It's like gorgeous and tragic in like all the best ways. Like I can't praise Jean Rollin like enough.
Now, can you find
1978, is that The Grapes of Death? Yes.
Grapes of Death, yeah.
Okay,
can you
got
like,
it.
I know you mentioned, like, they're only on, like, PAL, but, like, are there, I don't know, like, region-free releases out there
Oh,
that
so Indicator Powerhouse, they've been pumping out a bunch of Blu-ray and 4K
Okay.
releases of his films. Shiver of the
Indicator.
Vampire is the one that I just talked about. That one's on there. Um,
Okay.
I think the only one that I talked about that they haven't put out yet is Grapes of Death. They have this. They put out
The
this
one that sounded the
other.
most interesting.
I'm sure that'll
Yeah.
come soon. That's gonna be my. That's gonna be a day one buy.
Yeah.
They have this other
For
great
sure.
movie from him that they put out called The Iron Rose, which, like, as simple as it sounds, it's just about a couple sneaking into a cemetery and getting locked in.
That's it.
Oh,
But like, it's you want a movie with atmosphere? There it is.
It's got it.
talk about atmosphere. He's got it.
Like a psychological horror film, kind of? Like,
Yeah, like losing my mind. Like I'm gonna die in this cemetery, even though there's no direct threat.
gotcha. That's how I live my
Wow.
life.
Yeah.
That's the energy I bring to the table.
Yeah,
So,
that's
I
me
We're
like
8
that.
thankful for that.
hours of the day at work.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna die here.
I'm
But
gonna die here.
there's nothing happening. No, but I'm gonna die here.
I will die here.
Yeah. Okay.
That's awesome. I like that. Thank you for sharing
Oh,
those. I'm
it's
definitely gonna
you.
check out Indicator. Indicator what? Is it just Indicator?
They typically go by Indicator, but I think they have like a I think like on their website they call themselves like Indicator Powerhouse or something like
Okay.
that. You look up either with like 4K or Blu-ray at the end, like
Yeah.
you'll find it.
Cool. Thank you.
I guess I'm like more of a mainstream bitch. So the next one that I grabbed, so now we are venturing over to Florence. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
So
Beautiful
beautiful
there.
architecture, beautiful history, lots of stories, couple movies filmed. Actually, another movie that I'm going to talk about, I believe, also has some stuff that might have been filmed in Florence. But I grabbed Hannibal.
Mm.
More modern, obviously, than what we're talking about now. But although half of the movie is filmed, South Carolina or North Carolina for like the FBI stuff with Clarice. A vast majority, like the first half of the movie, is filmed actually in Florence. I believe that they even did. I think it's like Romania. There's a couple scenes, but I don't. Obviously, they don't go to Romania just for those scenes. I believe they also were filmed in like South or North Carolina. But the scenery that they use, like it becomes part of the story, which makes it more interesting. um I'm holding this up like I it's a sculpture in and of itself. The movie is debatable, you know.
Mm,
I do love it, although it's very flawed, but he's not just in Florence for the sake of being in Florence, which I love. In 'Cause I think it also said like Rome, Greece, like there were not Greece. There are a couple other places that they filmed. Apologies, but there is a moment in the first movie that he is painting, and he's painted Florence, so it makes sense that he's in Florence in the second movie. But they go further by having him be like an educator at like the library in Florence. So he is educating us on history of like the township and this and that, etc. Um, to the point where it connects to like certain characters that we're talking to. So like it was not like a throwaway thing. Like a lot of thought was put into that location, but it's just beautiful. And I think
mm,
that's, one of the reasons I love the movie so much. One of the reasons I love the movie, I won't say so much, is because I can kind of forgive a lot of the flaws for just the scenery that they are shooting in and how they utilize that scenery.
mm.
But yeah,
I
I don't
love
No,
have
I've
much
that.
else to say about Hannibal, but
I've never
Hey,
seen this one, but I'm a sucker for scenery. So on that alone, you've sold it.
it's directed by Ridley Scott. So the thing is,
yeah,
whether he
Oh,
makes because he makes a lot of movies I really don't like Alien Covenant. I'm sorry, I really hate that movie. I think it's a
it's
terrible
not that
movie,
good. You're right.
but it has one great sequence. There's one great scene, but from start to finish, it looks good. Like
Yeah, it looks
he
phenomenal.
will make anything, he'll make any bad script look beautiful. This is a flawed, troubled script because it's based on a book that had a much larger whatever. I think the movie still is good, but it's just like the visuals are visualing.
I love that whole franchise regardless. I think it's perfection.
Oh god,
correct
yeah.
me if I'm wrong because I
So
haven't
cool.
seen the other one, but Red Dragon, is that related to this series as
Yes.
well?
Yes.
Yep.
So Red Dragon came out, I want to say just the year after this, but it takes place before Silence of the Lambs. And it's
Hmm.
technically another film version of
Manhunter.
the book. Well, the book is called Red Dragon, but there already was a movie called Manhunter that was
Oh, okay.
yeah. So
Yeah,
Manhunter the movie from is it the 80s?
Yeah.
I
I think
believe.
it's the 80s,
Yeah.
yeah. Is an adaptation of Red Dragon the book. But then they did Silence of the Lambs and they hired Anthony Hopkins and that won a bunch of awards. So then we got a 10-year later book, Hannibal, that they turned into a 10-year later movie, Hannibal. And then they were like, well, we still have Anthony Hopkins and the guy still wants to do shit. So they basically
Yeah.
redid Red Dragon again with Anthony Hopkins so that it could exist as its own like cohesive trilogy. And I think
Yeah.
Red Dragon, I've heard Manhunter is amazing. I have not seen it. I own it. Of course, they own many movies I haven't seen, but I love Red Dragon.
Yeah. Red Dragon.
Big love for Red Dragon, even though the director is trash.
John, have
Yeah.
you seen Manhunter?
I have, like, when I was younger,
So
and
then,
I remember watching Red Dragon, not knowing that I've already pretty much seen it in Manhunter. I
Mhm.
was like, I've seen this
mm,
before. Where have I seen this? Because like the
Yeah,
scene where like he's having her touch the tiger or whatever.
that's in both.
Yeah,
Okay, I saw the
like the
scene of
blind
the.
girl.
I
Yeah,
won't spoil anything. Well, have you seen Manhunter, Curtis?
me. Oh,
no,
Kurt.
no, I haven't seen
No,
Manhunter, Red
or
Dragon,
Red
or
Dragon. So
no.
the wheelchair scene, John.
Mm,
I saw because it's horrific in Red Dragon, but I saw a clip of it and I was like, oh, okay, the same thing happens, and like it is they do obviously based on the same book, but
yeah.
you know, I'm excited to watch it someday. I have it on DVD, but
Mm.
I think the only exposure to Manhunter I have, if you've ever seen Terror in the Isles, I think they cover Manhunter in that movie,
Oh,
oh, okay. I want to
which is,
watch that, but I feel like I have to watch a lot more movies first.
I mean, that was maybe like one of two I haven't seen. Like they
Oh, okay.
mostly just cover classics.
Gotcha.
gotcha.
Because I
It's
watched Derek gets on me for this, but I watched In Search of Darkness many years ago, and John's laughing because he knows, and it ruined so many movies for me. And
sure.
then Derek was like, "So you're not going to watch the movies?" I'm like, "Well, no, I know the beginning, middle, and end now." And he's like, "Watch the fucking movie, James." And so I have been watching now, but I feel like um does that movie have like a list of the movies it talks about? Because the In Search of Darkness movies do that now, where they basically say like, here's the list of everything we discussed, and you can kind of check it off, make sure you've watched them. Um,
So I know that the cover art of Terror in the Isles is like that skull, and
it's
within the
and it's
skull,
in
and it's
there, yeah,
written
the
all the ones
titles.
that they
Mhm.
mentioned. But I think maybe on the back of, I have it on Blu-ray. I don't have the VHS, but maybe
Yeah,
on the back they like list the
list it.
key
I could
ones
probably just
because
Google or
they
something.
dwell on
Mhm.
like a good amount of movies. But
Yeah.
I mean, having seen that a few times, like I can't really recall like plot points from Manhunter. I think they just show you like
Mhm.
good parts out of context.
Okay,
Okay.
that's good. Because In Search of
Yeah,
Darkness like ruined the end of Sleepaway Camp.
right,
It
right. It
goes
did.
over the impact of the ending,
It
and I
does.
love the documentaries. I think they're good. I love watching
Mhm.
them. But, I wasn't gonna watch it, and he was like, "Watch that movie," and I'm glad I did because I love the movie,
It's
even
awesome.
though I
I love
knew
the
the ending.
movie. Yeah.
But, yeah, I have to check that one out too.
I, I, Sleepaway Camp isn't a movie that I love, and I wonder if it's because the ending was spoiled for me.
Was spoiled. See, I can get into, like, a dumb, campy slasher movie,
Sure.
and so the ending would have hit really hard. if I didn't already know.
Yeah.
Mm.
But I still loved like the Ricky, and I loved that like every character that was a piece of crap basically died.
Yeah.
Um, the deaths were not fantastic, some of them were kind of silly,
At least
whatever.
some of
But
them are like inventive, like the
Yeah.
kitchen scene and
I
the
was thinking of the
bees, you
boiling
know.
water.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I still had fun with it, even though I knew what the ending was. Where I can't say the same for like the sequel.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like part 2 I did not enjoy. But it's weird because I enjoyed part 3 more than part 2. I
Part
don't know.
3 is way more enjoyable than the
What I've
second, I
heard.
feel.
It's like they were
It
figuring they didn't know what they were doing with part 2. And then they understood maybe after, and they go, "Oh, I think this is what we meant to do." And then they gave us 3 and I'm like, "Okay, 3."
They went like full campy
They
on
went full
3.
camp. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We are going to Berlin for my next pick.
Ooh.
Woohoo.
Maybe even the Berlin Wall.
Oh, I know. Yep.
Possession.
You do love this movie.
I fucking
Beautiful.
love this movie. And you know what? I'm not going to sit here and say this movie is just, if you like cinema, like,
You need to watch this movie.
yeah, but like, watch this fucking movie. This
Go
movie
watch
is
this movie.
phenomenal. James, honestly, like,
I know I want to.
it's beautiful. Like, the aesthetics,
With
you've
Birdford.
got like see, the director was going through a divorce, and you can clearly tell that he was going through something when he was making this movie.
Mhm.
Because like the couple, it's like you start off and you just see them like deteriorate as a couple, and they throw in like weird supernatural like plot twists to it, and then the ending is even more of a plot twist, and it's just fucking craziness. This movie starts off like, oh, okay, it's just like a normal couple, whatever, they're going through a spat, and then it just goes off the fucking walls.
Like full. Well,
Yeah,
you've seen The Brood, right?
I have not, no.
Yep.
Oh, God. So that's the first thing I thought of, where David Cronenberg was going through a divorce,
Mhm.
and he made this movie, and that was my first David Cronenberg film, was The Brood,
Oh wow.
Oh.
and I was like, "This is amazing."
Mhm.
It's weird, and I think it was a good probably introduction, because like body horror is fine, but I've seen movies where the body horror exists for no reason, like it's just there to be there. And
Mhm.
that's not the case in this movie. Like there's such a build up to it. There's so much weird shit going on, and weird
Yeah.
practical effects, but it's all embedded in the this relationship with the husband and like his kid, while he's like trying to divorce his wife, who is, or I think they are divorced or separated, and she's like going through like some clinical health studies etc. I won't say, but the ending is just so batshit crazy, John.
Yeah.
But
Mm.
it all came from him going through a divorce and his despise of his ex-wife, and it turned into this
Yeah.
like incredible movie with, oh no, what's the actor's name? Well, the lead is the guy from Black Christmas, which is a stupid thing to remember him
Oh,
from.
okay.
But oh gosh, the older gentleman is in
Um,
Gladiator.
Oh,
is it
does he play the king?
In Gladiator, no, he plays like the head of the gladiators.
I
I'm gonna
haven't
look.
seen The Brood in
Oh.
so long, so I can't. I don't want to say this and get
Yeah,
it
I'm gonna get you.
wrong.
I'm gonna get you. Let's do this. Okay, so it is Oliver Reed.
Right. I was gonna say that. Yeah.
Okay, Oliver Reed, amazing actor. He's great in Gladiator. I've seen him in a couple other things as well, but I was surprised and happily surprised to see him pop up in The Brood. Um, Art Hindle. Art Hindle is the lead, and he is the boyfriend of one of the characters in Black Christmas. Claire, I believe, is the character who gets killed in the beginning of Black Christmas. Spoiler. And her boyfriend is like playing hockey and like, where's my girlfriend and whatever.
Yeah.
He's in The Brood. Sorry.
Mm.
Great movie. And then the one who plays the wife is the one who plays the wife in Curtains. Sorry, we could do this all day. So my
And then
bad.
they were in this, and then they were
Yeah,
in
and
that.
then da-da-da, 7
Anyways,
degrees of
watch
yeah.
Possession.
Watch
Please,
Possession.
James. Please.
So if you didn't know, the I feel terrible forgetting his name, but the special effects artist who made the creature in Possession,
Mhm.
Mhm.
he also made E.T.
No shit, I did
Oh,
not know
wow.
that.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
And I also want to go back to Possession being a great, um, like divorce relationship kind of
Mhm.
movie. Um, if you don't know the history behind Zulawski, he was a Polish director who was making some pretty controversial films
Yeah.
and eventually got like exiled or like told to leave. So he went
Yeah.
to like France and Germany to make movies, which is where he made Possession.
Yep.
So on top of it being a good divorce movie, it's a great analogy for one being separated from like your home state, and two,
Mm.
just the state of Germany and Berlin at the time being separated by the Berlin Wall.
The Wall, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Sam Neill and his wife, I always forget her name. What is her name? Like, the actress. Anyways,
Yeah.
they live in, like, kinda like, I wanna say, like, a military type base apartment right pretty much almost on the Berlin Wall.
Oh,
Right. It's like in that like square like projects kind of looking place,
Yeah.
but their bedroom windows like are like the barbed wire over the wall.
Yep. It's a pretty
Oh,
cool aspect
is
of it.
Isabella Gianni, that's her name.
Yes. Yeah.
Yep.
Great actress. Oh my god, just
I
please watch
I
it.
hope we talk about another movie with her in it, but we shall see. We
We
shall
shall
see.
see.
huh.
Wow. Foreshadowing.
Right. Diddle-doo, diddle-doo, diddle-doo. Well, Curtis, it is your turn.
Yeah,
So
it's your turn, Curtis.
we talking
Okay.
about the movie now? We talking about the movie
You
later?
Um unfortunately, I'm not going to be talking about that
Ah,
movie.
okay, gotcha.
Um
Oh.
Maybe we'll be doing a prolonged honorable mentions at the end. That would
There
make
we
my
go.
day.
Right.
Hey.
But as far as Germany goes, I'm gonna let the cat out of the bag. I wish we were talking about Werner Herzog right now. Um, I wish I had some movies from him to talk about.
Mhm.
But
Mm.
instead, I'm gonna go the German splatter route.
Okay.
I love the
Give it
movies
to
of
us.
like Olaf Ittenbach. I got The Burning Moon behind me. Primitos and Black Past are great, like just gore fest kind of movies. I
Yeah.
really love the work of Jorg Bootgereit. He did like the Necromantic movies and the Death King.
Oh, okay. I've
Um,
heard those. I have not seen them, but I know what you're saying.
but I gotta do
Picking
the
up.
sort of surreal, almost art piece, just splatter beyond belief, shot on video classic,
Ooh,
aptly
Shot on
titled
video.
violent shit.
Violent Shit.
That's such a cool cover. Wow.
What's this say? A new something something fell. Okay.
A new butcher is
Oh, a new
born.
there you go. Okay, a new butcher is born.
Yeah.
Now, is that like what he kind of looks like? Does he have like a metal mask like that?
You'd think he would. He doesn't. He doesn't. The killer in this movie doesn't have a mask. You see his face the entire time. He's
Oh,
kind of like like a stocky overall wearing guy who like wields a comically large like meat cleaver the entire time.
oh,
Love.
kind of like what is that cover that I always think of? Madman? Is it
Oh, is he
Madman?
holding a cleaver in that one? I know.
He's like the big dude and like the butcher, whatever.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe you're thinking of Slaughterhouse.
Yes, that
I know
cover.
they kind of
Yeah.
have similar covers. I know Madman's
Yeah.
like silhouetted and Slaughterhouse isn't.
Yes, 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 yes.
Um, but violent shit is strange because um it feels like, I mean, and it certainly is a body count movie, right? But throughout this body count movie, they're playing with like contrast to like make it more pixelated, like make the blacks way deeper. They're using picture in picture and playing with the frame rate as well, so it gets like super choppy. So you're watching this butcher running around the German countryside, like just absolutely hacking off people's limbs with like fountains gushing out.
Wow.
But like but there's like some artful like tinge to it as well. Like it's and beyond that, there's some really strange like surreal scenes that weirdly enough I'd equate to like Begotten in some sense. There's this flashback scene where the butcher is a child and he's thrown into the basement by his mother. And in the basement is this devilish figure in like a fur robe who houses like dead heads like on the side of his torso, and he's talking to the kid about don't you want to go upstairs and see your mom fuck on the kitchen table. It's it
God.
really goes there. And
Now, is this a figment of his imagination, or is it like a demon that like his mother doesn't even know about?
it's
Or is it
really
like a real person?
it's really hard to tell because I mean certainly this guy is mad, and the
Mm.
movie starts with him. This isn't a spoiler. This movie starts with him coming home as a kid and just butchering his mother. So
Oh,
this flashback sequence seemingly takes place before that, meaning that like there is a reason, like hallucinations or not, like this guy was deranged from the start of his life.
Yeah.
Um,
gotcha.
there's I really don't want to spoil too much of the details, but it's too
Just in
cool
case.
not to talk about. There's a great uh, penile dismemberment in this movie.
Love a
Um,
good penile dismember.
Gotta rip it
uh-huh.
off. Yep.
Yep.
Get
Hack it
out
off
of
even.
here.
And the most begotten part of this movie is he has this moment where he collapses in the woods, or actually no, I think he makes his way into a church. And as he's spinning around a church, he imagines himself in the middle of the woods looking at a crucified Christ. So he disembowels Christ and crawls into his stomach.
That's fucking metal as fuck.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say it's
Uh-huh.
very black metal.
It's
Who
it it's got a
I
great like
think of
murder
that.
drone synth score to it as well.
That
With
is
my
cool.
favorite part of the movie, like you just cut to a new character who you know is gonna get it, and she's listening to Red Wine in her car.
That is so fucking
So
cool.
random.
Where do
Yeah.
you how much is that tape worth?
Um. Oof. Uh. I'm not sure.
I
I
I want
spent
one and I want one right now.
I want
I
one
spent
right
like
now.
I want it.
150 on it. I don't know
Sold.
if that's a good or a bad price.
Give me it.
But I think Synapse has a DVD or Blu-ray collection of all 3 movies because there's 3 of them.
That's
Ooh.
fucking cool. That
Yeah.
sounds like right up my alley, like just stupid SOV, like madman running around. That's crazy.
Yep. It's a good time from start to finish. Like there's never
Mm.
a dull moment because there's someone's always getting killed
Wow.
Okay. John, get
Yeah.
it.
I'm gonna get it.
if you can find
It's
it.
If you find it.
if I can find it. Yes,
I
right.
mean, it's always available online. It's always available on
It'll be on
disc.
eBay
I
for five
Sure.
thousand
I'm
dollars.
sure it's streaming on Tubi, honestly.
Oh,
It
I'm
probably
sure.
is. Either
Yep.
that or
Tubi,
Pluto.
Plex,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So good.
it's awesome. Wow. All
Is it
right.
me?
Yeah, it's
Oh
you.
Yeah,
gosh.
yeah.
Okie dokie. Let me see. Back to mainstream. So
I'm
we're
pretty mainstream too
okay,
after
good. We're
that.
back in the United Kingdom. Now, this was okay. The house, before I even show it to you, the house scenes were filmed in Dollis Hill, London. And then it's like Crinklewood, London is where like the interior scenes were shot. Crinklewood Production Studios or something to
Okay.
that effect. So it's Hellraiser.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, again, I'm not thinking too much out of the box here. I don't have a vast collection of movies made in Europe,
I mean,
but
any excuse to talk about Hellraiser is a good
that's what
excuse.
I'm
Yeah,
saying. And
seriously.
my cousin was an absolute doll and was like, I have tapes. Do you want them? And I said, yes. And I will buy them. And he said, no, just take them from me. And one of them was this, which I'm pretty sure, as far as I can tell, is like the original release.
Yeah,
Yep.
the New World.
Yeah, the New World release of the film. And
Yep.
I already did have this, but it was like it was like the re-release from like 1990, which I liked. I still, whatever. But this one is like, it feels like a matte cardboard. And I just, oh, she's so freaking beautiful. Yeah, so that's my New World situation. But
She's
yeah,
pretty
this was
clean
filmed.
too.
He's very clean. There's barely any anything, but filmed in London, which it makes sense because most of the cast clearly,
Yeah.
Pinhead is, um, but yeah, I guess I have nothing interesting to say. So the exterior shots, it's funny because they say exterior. There's like what, 2 scenes filmed outside. Like there's just like establishing shots of the house. Yeah. So that was in the Dallas Hill or something. And then everything else was filmed still in London, but in the production studios. Obviously because they destroyed this house by the end of the film. But and then there are some exterior shots. They did film those in London as well. Of them like walking around town and talking and stuff. But yeah, Hellraiser from 1987.
I mean, Clive Barker is British too, right?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, so
Yeah.
it's only natural. I mean, like, even though it's not like a lavish gothic tale, like it feels uniquely British
Yes.
through and
I'm glad
through.
that they kept it that way. I will, well, one of you might talk about it. Maybe I'll say it just in case, but don't say if you already have this movie. I wish I owned it on tape because I watched it on DVD a couple months ago and I loved it immediately. It would have been in this collection if I had it, but a Clive Barker adaptation is Rawhead Rex.
Oh
Which was
yeah,
not filmed in London. It was filmed in Ireland.
yeah, Irish classic.
Yes,
Yeah, it's in
and
Ireland. Irish
and it's
Demon.
and it yeah. Oh my gosh, I love that movie. But
Mhm.
yeah, same thing where they could have filmed it someplace else and pretended it was that location. I'm glad that they did not do that. I'm glad they
Yeah.
Yeah,
didn't do that with Rawhead Rex. I'm glad they didn't do that here. But
Yes.
yeah,
That's fair. I like that.
all's fair in Hellraiser and Rawhead Rex.
Yeah. All right. We're going. Hear me out. We're
I'm ready to
going
hear you out.
to the Caribbean, but the director is Italian. So Curtis said I can do this.
Okay, if Curtis said,
okay. Let's
This
see.
is
Let's see.
good old Fulci. Fulci
Oh, I mean, yeah,
okay,
zombie.
okay,
yeah, fuck yeah.
yeah, we're gonna accept that.
Yeah. So we've all seen it, right?
Yeah.
No,
Oh yeah.
James
Oh,
is not. All
I've
right.
seen
hey.
the scene. Wait, because Zombie and Zombie 2 are like the same thing, aren't they?
I
Depends how
believe
you're
so.
spelling it, but I think in your context, yes.
okay. The woman whose face is shoved through a shard of glass.
It's a shard of wood from a
Wood.
Oh,
door.
it's
Yeah.
wood. Watched
Yeah.
it when I was about 5. Just that scene, and I don't know why that scene was on or where it was on,
I was
but
gonna
Are
ask.
you okay? Are you okay
Yeah,
from
how
I
do you
that?
was
find
not
that?
okay, and I had nightmares for a long time, and so anytime I ever see a clip or a picture, because there's even, like, covers that are just it's the shard in her eye, like, that's the
The
poster.
cover's fucking brutal, even
Well,
just this one. Like,
but I can't I wanna watch it, but I'm like back then, like, my brain
yes.
couldn't there we
The
go.
wizard release. Holy shit.
My brain couldn't comprehend how they did it, and so it was
Yeah.
too much for me. So as an adult, I mean, I should check it out, but I have not.
Yeah.
That's
All
my
right.
favorite part about Fulci is that all of his effects in execution and within the world that they take place in, they're just incomprehensible. It's like
Yeah.
how and why.
This is
Yeah.
how and why.
Why? But yeah, so a boat shows up in the New York harbor, and come to find out it's this girl's dad and he's missing. So they go to the last place he was, which is the Caribbean, and they realize that there's zombies on the island. Okay. But there's
Okay.
also, I don't want to give away the movie.
I will
That's
see it
it.
someday.
and
Okay.
there's a scientist studying on zombies on one side of the island, and somehow it outbreaks to the whole island. And
And period.
yeah, period.
Okay.
That's a good
Great
way to keep it.
movie.
That's a good way to keep it a mystery because I
Yeah.
kind of forget that like the explanation behind the zombies is a reveal in itself.
hmm
Yeah.
Okay.
It's great sequences with zombies too. Like you won't see some of these zombie interactions in other zombie movies.
Oh, isn't a zombie swimming or fighting a shark?
And
Yeah.
fighting
Okay.
a fucking
Yeah.
shark. Yeah.
I've heard of that. Okay,
Doped up shark.
Yeah.
fighting a shark. I love it.
Yeah. It's just
I
like super cool shit
I'm
I've
hearing
been
about
that
trying
that.
to
goes
put
on.
I've been trying to put my coworkers onto more out there horror movies this year.
Mhm.
Not by force, just because they ask. And that's always the selling point for a zombie. I show them the zombie versus shark scene and they're like, I have how do I wrap my head around this? And how do I
Yeah.
Right.
find this movie?
Right.
Like it's an instant sell.
Yeah.
It's also like a
Like I'm
really
in.
great music, like a soundtrack to it too, like the piano and all that vibe.
Yeah, Fabio Frizzi's score is just
It's sick.
incredible. I saw
Score. That's the word I was looking for. It's a great
I
score.
I
The
saw him
sounds.
The sounds, the ding ding and the dong
Ding.
dong.
I saw
Yeah.
Fabio Frizzi live score this movie last year at the
Mm.
Mahoning Drive-In.
The
Holy
fuck?
shit.
Yeah,
What?
it was like
Mahoning did that?
yeah, it was fantastic. They
If I
got the
didn't have
sound right, like it was, and then Fabio played like a extended set afterwards, going through like other cues. Like he played like Gates of Hell songs, he played Beyond scores, he
Oh
played
my
like
god.
So fucking cool.
like the psychic score that was reused in Kill Bill, like he pulled it
If
off.
Wow.
I didn't have a transportation crisis every time I went to Mahoning, I would go to Mahoning more.
Yes.
But my car is actually broken down every time I've gone there. So
And and still you make it.
and
Yeah.
still I make it. This time was barely. It broke down outside pulling in.
Mhm.
But damn, I didn't even know they did that kind of shit there. Our friend of ours, Phil, just went and saw oh my god, why did his name just escape
Oh,
me? Alan
the guy
Howarth.
that did the Halloween.
Yes. That's not
What's
his
his
name.
name?
I said Alan Howarth. That's not it.
Wait, what movie?
I don't know. He does like all like the scores for
A lot of the Halloween movies, like
what
Halloween
was it? Like
3.
he did like Curse. He did
He did
But
3.
but not John
he did 3,
Carpenter,
yeah.
just to be clear, right?
It is Alan Howarth.
Correct.
I got his
Alan
name
Howard.
right.
Nice.
Yeah, Alan Howarth. They Live, he did the score for that too.
It's fucking cool.
Yeah, he just saw him do a live performance and he did like all of his scores and not with I mean with scenes, I think, but not full
Sure.
movies.
That's
But
awesome.
he did like because I guess there was a big thing with Curse where people thought that the guitar was the guitar riff that's added to the Curse of Michael Myers was added after the fact to the theatrical and was not in the producers. But I think people thought it was just like a thing Dimension threw in, but no, Alan Howarth actually did it. So they
That's
called him back
Hmm.
to spice up his own score, and he did the guitar himself. So when Phil saw the live performance, he did the guitar, and I was like, "You son of a bitch!" Yeah. So
Yeah.
that was my
Very
ADHD
cool.
tangent.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. I would love to do that with a movie at some point.
hmm
If not really a tangent because it's still Italian. I saw Goblin do a live score of Demons, and that was insane because that movie is just so like guitar heavy. Like it
Yeah.
felt like
The
being at
score of
a
that.
metal show, but
Yeah,
you're watching Demons.
you're right.
That is
I love the
cool.
score in that movie. I love that
Yeah.
movie.
Yep.
Mm.
That was one of the ones that I really wanted to use, but I don't have on tape, so I could not.
I don't
If I
have that either.
if I may indulge in this zombie
go.
discussion to talk
Let's
about
do
more
it.
movies, if you haven't seen this movie,
Oh.
Dr. Butcher, MD,
MD.
Mm.
it also goes by Zombie Holocaust. It's
Oh.
another
sounds familiar.
Italian zombie movie. This one kind of like merges the cannibal and zombie genre. Like they go to the jungle and then they go to the island to find the zombies. Um, but this movie was filmed at the same time as Zombie and uses some of the same sets.
Oh, wow.
And John, you'll know the finale of Zombie when they're in the barn and that whole set piece,
Mhm.
glorious set piece. Um, they're shooting both movies at the same time because they can't do that effect twice. So you'll see that same barn and the same result of that barn at the end of Dr. Butcher MD as well.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. Holy shit.
Yeah, yeah, it's really cool when you watch them back to back because you see like it where the
Yeah.
merges.
Is it almost
Wow.
like one effect was used, but like they had their cameras rolling and they had their cameras rolling kind of thing?
I haven't done a side by side comparison to see if they're actually borrowing shots, but I assume it's probably like maybe rolling with the same camera. I'll use this footage, you'll use that footage, kind of
Okay.
Yeah.
thing, or
Gotcha.
two separate cameras.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
That's cool.
Another thing, sorry, I don't want to prolong this longer, but I'm
No,
I'm
no.
I'm talking with you guys.
Yeah.
So this is a conversation that I have about Zombie with people.
Mm.
So it is in unofficial sequel to um to Dawn of the Dead, right? Or or you could look at it as a prequel. Do you
Mm.
see canonically Zombie fitting into the Dead trilogy, or is it its own universe or retelling of that story?
I see it as its own.
Okay.
And I
I
haven't seen it to know.
I like entertaining both points. Like it's
Mhm.
definitely its own thing because it's rewriting some of the rules and it plays with the timeline, but I
Mhm.
I do like to think that there is like, like Zombie Flesh Eaters starts and then by the end of that movie, like Dawn of the Dead is like halfway through.
Oh, okay, like the movie
Okay.
starts the
Yeah,
outbreak essentially, and so the other movies are happening at the same time kind of idea?
right. It's a
Okay.
fun way to contextualize the movie,
I could
especially if you're
see,
just like a
yeah.
zombie nerd.
I could see how that would work because yeah. Okay.
Next time you watch it, just have it in the back of your mind. Be
Think
like
about it.
think about like when it's nighttime on the island in a zombie, being like, huh, is this like Night of the Living Dead right now? Is this Dawn of the Dead right now? Like, where could this fit in Romero's timeline?
Yeah.
Right.
Wow. Holy
It's fun.
shit.
Okay.
Wow. Yeah.
Well, always happy to talk Fulci. I'm very appreciative that you
Yeah, Curtis, I could
put him
listen
on
to
your
you talk
list.
about movies all day, so do not feel shy about talking about them more.
Thank you, thank you.
We're learning here
Yeah,
today.
I'm
This
like,
is a
wow, I'm
learning
like, oh
lesson.
my God, I feel like such
That's
a
that's why I liked this prompt. I feel like there was just so much to talk about because there's so much
Yeah.
variety.
apparently a lot more than I knew. This like
Yeah.
because I wasn't even considering like the older films that a lot of the newer ones ended up being inspired by. So like the
Mhm.
80s slasher gore movement was inspired by a lot of the stuff that had already come in the 60s and 70s from these other countries from Europe. So
Mm.
Sure. I mean, spoiler alert. I'm not gonna put any like my Italian pick isn't a Bava movie, but like everything that we've talked about today pretty much can be traced back to Bava in one way or another. I mean,
Yeah.
like just Euro horror as a whole is just so influential, and it gets its credit, but it's nice to enlighten certain circles to that fact from
yeah,
time to time.
Mm.
right.
So is it my turn?
I don't
I
remember.
believe so, yeah.
Number four.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So now, in the European horror journey, we are going to go to the UK.
To the
I'm
UK.
I'm sure everybody's familiar with Hammer horror with like Christopher Lee, the reboot of like the Dracula and the Frankenstein
Yeah.
Mm,
series.
yep.
So at the same time, there was another studio called Amicus, and Amicus was a joint venture by I believe both of them were actually American, but they were operating out of London studios, and they were sharing a bunch of cast members. I mean, like Donald Pleasance, Christopher Lee, Vincent Price. They're all in Amicus movies as well.
Mm,
But Amicus really had their footprint in the anthology format. Um,
Mm.
if you're familiar with the comics, like or even the TV series Tales from the Crypt or Vault of Horror, there's film iterations of those from Amicus going back to the 70s. Um,
Oh,
that
Did not know
that
that.
if you've seen the TV shows, like you'll recognize some of the segments
okay.
that are even in
That
the
they
movie,
pulled.
like the Christmas segment is how Tales from the Crypt opens. It's
Okay.
Oh.
great.
Yeah.
Um, so for the longest time, I thought that this movie was part of Amicus because, sorry, yes, Milton Sabatsky was part of Amicus. He produced this movie that I'm about to talk about, but it's technically not an Amicus movie, though it is a British anthology.
Mhm.
And this is 1981's The Monster Club.
Oh.
Okay.
Elvira too.
Yeah,
My gosh.
so this is an 81 horror anthology directed by Roy Ward Baker, who also did Tales from the Crypt, Vault of Horror, Asylum, which is just like that anthology has the best wraparound out of maybe all of them ever. It's just
Yeah.
it's fantastic. Um, he also did the Hammer movie, The Vampire Lovers, and he has a Titanic epic called A Night to Remember, uh,
Oh, he
which
did
is
that?
which is part of the Criterion Collection. If you've seen that, yep,
Really?
Like that was like the original Night to Remember. That was like
yep,
that's him?
yep. That's Roy Ward Baker.
That's crazy.
Yep. He also has, if you're familiar with the Quatermass serial or movie series, he does Quatermass in the End of the Pit, which is like one of the greatest sci-fi movies ever. It's just so bonkers in every
Wow.
way. Huge recommend for that. But
Yeah.
sorry, back to the
Mm.
Monster Club. This movie opens with John Carradine walking down the British streets, London streets, and Vincent Price approaches him. Vincent Price is a vampire and sucks John Carradine's blood. And when John Carradine awakes on the street, Vincent Price is apologizing profusely because he didn't recognize John Carradine. John Carradine is a prolific horror author in this universe, and Vincent Price takes great inspiration from the author. So to make it up to him, Vincent Price invites John to the Monster Club for a night out to show him inspiration for his own works. We'll show you where the monsters hang out, and I'll tell you all about the monsters. So they're sitting down in this club, and Vincent Price is ordering him tomato juice to not be like too suspicious to the other monsters.
Yeah.
He's showing him the first segment opens with Vincent Price doing this whole monologue about like a monster family tree, which leads down to this creature called a shadmock, whose power is to whistle.
It's my power
um,
too.
so there's three
I wish I
segments
had
in this.
that power. I can't whistle. I am
So there's
not a
three
shadmuck.
segments. There's three segments in this movie, all that talk about different types of monsters. The first one is Shadmocks. The second one is vampires. That segment stars Donald Pleasance in a role that Christopher Lee turned down because he said it was not serious enough. Which
How many
Wow.
times is Christopher Lee gonna turn down a role and Donald Pleasance gets it?
I know, right?
Stop
Right?
it.
Well, good for Donald Pleasance because
Yeah, it's true.
he does a great job in this one. And then the last segment is about ghouls, not zombies, but ghouls.
Gotcha.
Um, so between each of the segments, they return back to the club, and there's a musical number. There are four total songs in this movie. Two of them are about the Monster Club. One of them is titled The Monster Club, and then one of them is Monsters Rule. Like the chorus is like Monsters Rule,
Sounds so
okay.
gay. I have to
It's
watch it.
beautiful. Uh, the second song is a vampire song that is just like one static shot zooming in and out, where this guy in like blue makeup is singing a song about how he's just a sucker for your love. Um, and then the third song is about being a stripper, and the horror tie-in to that one is she goes behind like a screen where it's kind of X-ray-ish, like you see the silhouette, But in this really cool animation sequence, they animate her taking off her clothes in silhouette, and then she takes off her skin to show a skeleton underneath. It's
That's wow.
it's glorious. And that's probably the
Wow.
best song in the whole movie. Like it's like a rock hit. Um,
This movie sounds like gay culture. Like you said Vincent Price, and I was already like, this sounds kind of gay. It's
it's
got Vincent Price is good gay.
I
But
like where you're going here.
yeah, that sounds amazing.
this is like my if I had to pick any movie that I have to watch every Halloween, it's this movie. Like this is just
Wow.
even though it doesn't take place on Halloween, it's vibes through and through.
Yeah.
Wow.
Spooky ookie dookie from
Yeah,
start to
just
finish.
like monsters and masks, monsters and makeup. It's
Mhm.
That's cool.
The Monster
I
Club.
like that.
yeah, the Monster Club.
Monster Club. I'm gonna write that down.
Write that one down. I I'll go to this one next just because it's I guess similar in the sense that it's oh wait, is it Halloween? I just watched this like 2 days ago. Anyway, um this one is where is this? London, England. Like England in general. Windsor.
Windsor.
Okay.
Windsor. Um and oof, Bay Studios or Bray Studios in like Berkshire. This was either way, we're going to go ahead and say England. But if we're talking like spooky ooky that I can watch this any time of year, but it screams Halloween time, even though I don't recall if it's actually on Halloween, is the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
So, and this is like the 15th anniversary, whatever, with the lips, and it's got the what's it called when it's like
It's embossed.
embossed. Thank
Embossed.
you. Um, it was a little more than 99 cents, but that's fine. But this one, yeah, this, I mean, another one where I was worried because the original show is based out of England. Were they gonna, film the movie in like Los Angeles and be like, yeah, pretend it's England and whatever? No, they filmed it in England. They used almost the entire original cast, a lot of the same crew. I guess the exception, not the exception, the what the hell's what I'm looking for? Whatever. The studio is like, but you have to get like 2 American leads. And so that's why we got Susan Sarandon and something Boswick or whatever the hell his name is. Which is a terrible thing to say, not know his name because he's great in it. But
Awesome.
yeah, my bad. So I'm also holding it. I could just
Boswick.
look and see that it says it is Boswick, Barry Boswick.
Yeah.
What did I say? Bosworth?
No,
No, you
I think
said
you said
Boswick.
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 Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Um, but the movie reeks of a lot of things. Like, I mean, it's a musical. I switched to this one instead of the next one I was going to talk about because you just had mentioned musical numbers and such. But the makeup and the ridiculousness and the come into our party and we're just gonna like I'm just come in and I'm gonna tell you about my creation I made and introduce you to my friends and my housekeeper and my blah 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 and oh also I murder people and oh also it's sci-fi, I'm an alien, and oh also I'm this gay icon from Transvan. Like there's so much going on in the movie, but it just works.
It does.
Everything works and the soundtrack I love, and
Totally.
it's similar in the visuals where it's it is definitely more egregious in the striking imagery, compared to like a Clockwork Orange, but the sets are so striking. The visuals are wild, where you'll go from like this old timey, like heads on the wall, like they even compared to like an old hunting lodge, whatever, is like the lobby that you walk into, and then they open up and it's like this vast, huge dance hall with like tile floors, but then we're in a lab like it just the sets are crazy, the music is crazy and whatever, but I love that it like reeks of that time period, but the most like I can't think of any words to say tonight, but like the most exaggerated version of that time period.
Mm.
And because of that, it ends up being timeless, in my opinion. Like it screams 70s, but it screams 80s, it screams 90s, it screams 2000s, it screams the future. I don't know. I love Rocky Horror Picture Show.
It feels
It's
like an
great.
exaggeration of of the Hammer UK style. Like
Yeah.
it's so gothic uh and illustrious and
Mhm.
like but they understand that those Hammer movies they it had that play on sexuality even if it wasn't as obvious. I mean, like the
Mhm.
Karnstein trilogy with the vampire lovers, like that's inherently like a gay story.
Okay.
So to like make something that's like the Rocky Horror Picture Show that is just so like accepting and shameless of it, they flaunt it, put it all on display, and
Yep.
it works so well. I
Uh,
had a I had only seen it recently. I only saw it for the first time last year,
Oh, it
and I listened to the soundtrack all the time.
so my sister, it's one of her favorite movies of all time. I'll say maybe it's her favorite movie of all time, but she would never let me watch it when I was a kid. And she's older. My sister's a couple years older. And so it wasn't until maybe like 7, 8 years ago, I found it on like Blu-ray. And I was like, oh, you know what? I'll get one, I'll get it for her. And then I found it like cheaper on Blu-ray. So I'm like, well, you know what? I was already like kind of had a collection. And I'm like, who doesn't want to have a copy of this movie? Probably is good. So I
yeah.
gave her one copy and I gave myself the other copy and I watched it and I was like, oh my fucking God. Like I didn't know what to expect, but it was not that, you
Yeah.
know? So now I have like that Blu-ray still. I have the 4K. I got the tape. I watched the tape the other day while I was cleaning. Um, yeah, no, like it holds up to me. And I've seen the live performances and those are fun, but
Right.
there is such it's gonna sound so gay, but there's such a like, I don't know. I cried at the end when I saw this movie for the first time. And there is such a like sadness to Frankenfurter. He is
Oh.
evil, but there is such a longing for like if it's love or if it's acceptance or if it's I don't quite know what he's looking for, but there's a longing for something. And during the don't dream it, like whatever, I remember crying and I was like, what the frig is going on here? And I just feel like that is always missing from the live performances. I had actually seen parts of the live performances before seeing the movie and
Mm.
still didn't know what to expect from the movie because the live performances are so much more they're great and I love that people do this, but you can't understand what's going on in front of you in the stage performances because I couldn't. I was like, I don't know where we are, what's going on. I'm so disconnected and like I'm just like when is this over? I'm not understanding. Then I watched the movie and I was like, this is a whole movement. And now when I see a stage performance, I'm like, I get it. Yes, you guys are
Right.
like embodying the if you can't watch the stage performance first, I guess is what I'm
No.
getting at. But
Mm.
no, so good. So good.
Yeah. It's
Big
classic.
Meatloaf fan too.
You what?
Big Meatloaf fan too.
Yeah.
Yes, for his 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Right, right.
Oh my gosh.
Love me some meatloaf.
Don't we all?
Yeah, thanks for bringing that one up. I'm glad we talked about Rocky
Yeah.
Horror.
And I almost was going to show. I mean, I don't know if we're doing another tape or not, but I had another one. I was like, no, I think Rocky Horror it takes precedent.
Sure, sure.
Yeah.
Is it my turn? Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. We are going to London.
To London from London. I love it.
We're here.
James,
here.
you have not seen this, but
Son of a bitch.
you really, really, I feel like you just gotta. Okay, I want to
I'm
like
such a
hold you
fake
down
fan.
and
Okay.
clockwork orange your eyes for this movie.
Okay.
This is An American Werewolf in London.
Yep. It's still up there on my
What?
list. I know. I know. I will just a
All right.
precursor before you go into how great this movie is, because everyone tells me it's amazing. Is when I was growing up, I got to watch the movies that were just on. No one was
Mm.
paying attention to me, so if it was on, I watched it. If it was gifted to me, I watched it. If I was able to sneak a movie, I watched it. But the movies I ended up watching a lot as a kid were slasher movies. That was like what was on more. So I gravitated towards seeking out slasher movies as I got older. And recently I've realized Like, I've only in the past couple years finally watched, like Bava, Fulci, like those were never on my radar as a
Mhm.
kid. Um, Werewolf movies, vampire movies, like they were not in my periph. So I'm getting into them now. And I have seen the transformation scene again because of In Search of Darkness, but I still know I need to see the movie because the experience is going to be. They did also spoil a lot of stuff you'll probably talk about, like the friend dies, then the ghost follows him the whole time. Like that, literally, the documentary ruins
Yeah,
Oh
but
the
well,
like,
entirety of the film. But I'm
well,
still going to
that's
see
like
it.
plot point. Like that's
Those are major
yeah,
things.
integral.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
yeah,
like knowing you and how much you say like you're into like special effects and like movie makeup and all that stuff. Like I
yeah.
feel like the practical effects in you will literally come in its pants when it
Just
sees that movie. Yeah.
I
gotcha.
mean, this was the first movie to win an award for special effects.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Like
that's
it's
It's
a in most ways it's the pinnacle of special effects.
right.
mhm. Yeah, it's the one. It's the movie, and I don't know if we can continue our friendship if you don't watch this movie, James.
Listen, bitch, cut me off.
Ooh.
Lose my number. No, I'm just kidding.
No, but seriously, check it out, please, so we can talk about it.
I will
All right.
someday.
So
Someday.
in all the John Landis movies, he always throws in I think typically it's always a movie, but he throws in the title "See You Next Wednesday" somewhere. Have you guys caught on to that John Landis
No.
Easter egg?
No.
No.
So I also saw Innocent Blood recently, which is like his like hybrid mob vampire flick, and I
Okay.
caught on one of the marquees in the downtown area. There's a
See you next
"See
Wednesday.
You Next Wednesday" marquee, and I'm
Huh.
like, oh, that's fun. Like it's like find the "See You Next Wednesday" in the John
Yeah,
Landis
yeah.
movie.
That's
In
cool.
every single so
Yeah,
why?
so there's a scene where
Says
in
what?
American Werewolf in London where he goes into the porno movie theater, and the movie that he's
Mhm.
watching is called "See You Next Wednesday."
Okay.
When I first saw this movie, and being a bit of like a golden age of hardcore fanatic, like I kind of just like the history of that time period. I
Mhm.
was looking for an actual movie called "See You Next Wednesday,"
Oh,
only to
okay.
find out that it is like a notorious John Landis
Yeah,
Easter egg.
saying.
But
Wow.
Gotcha.
but I was watching the music video for Michael Jackson's Thriller the other day too, which is directed by John Landis. And lo and behold, when they're walking out of the movie theater, they're on the marquee. See you next Wednesday.
That's funny. Wow.
Wow.
Hmm.
Because
Huh.
I'm like, wait, what was his first movie?
Was it Schlock?
It was. That's funny. It just popped
Schlock.
up.
That's a fun
Schlock.
movie too.
Hmm.
Guy in a gorilla suit movie.
Guy
Yeah.
in a Gorilla Sea movie. Because I
Schlock.
thought, wow, why did I think? Okay, nope. For some reason, I had John Landis in my mind as directing something else that he did not direct.
Well, I mean, I think outside of our realm, he's mostly known for his comedies.
Okay, did he direct Clue? That's what I was. Or he didn't direct
No,
Clue.
no, he didn't direct
I
Clue.
think he was a producer or something. Like I know he's like my brain is having him attached to movies
Really?
where
Okay.
I think I'll look it up after. But I think of him when I think of the movie, but it's just like Deborah Hill. You say Deborah Hill, I think of Halloween, but I also think of Clue. I know she produced Clue.
Right.
Mm.
So yeah, my brain doesn't like always get exactly how they're involved, but I just know they're involved somehow. But
Yes.
Going back to American Werewolf in London, if we want to talk about specifics of that movie more, I mean, without spoiling too much for you, James, but like the aside from the werewolf transformation and like the ever decaying friend ghost who pops in
mhm.
and out, the dream sequence in this movie is where it's at.
Yes.
Also given away in Search of Darkness.
Okay,
That
so
Don't like
then
a
gave
you
bunch
do
of
me
like
know
army zombies or something. They like burst through
Nazi
the
werewolves.
Nazi
that gave
werewolves.
me the biggest nightmares back in the day.
It's a great jump scare. You really don't
Yeah.
see it coming.
I
I mean,
need to
like for
still watch
obvious
this
reasons, you don't
movie.
see Nazi werewolves coming. But
No.
like there's
Right.
this great like throat slit effect that like
And
It
like
gives me like Prowler vibes. It's so visceral.
just like the sound that they make is
Oof.
just like creepy as fuck. Like they're like their yells or whatever you want to call it. It's like,
Yeah.
oh,
I
that
think
scared the shit out of me when I was a kid.
I think from like a mixing standpoint too, that's got to be the loudest part of the movie. Like when they
Mm-hmm.
break through the glass, like there isn't
Yeah.
a sound louder in the entire movie.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh.
It's super effective. This is a movie that I always loved, but have really come around on it being like a 5-star favorite for me. Like
Wow.
I'm not even
Okay, I
really
gotta
like
go.
a huge John Landis fan outside of Michael Jackson's Thriller. I think that's also a
Mm,
5-star. But
yeah.
like this is my favorite werewolf movie by far.
Okay.
We
I
had a
gotta watch
Halloween
it.
episode recently that's coming out this week. I don't know when this is
Ooh,
coming out, so never mind that part.
not
But
this week.
no, but
Not this week.
Derek brought up Silver Bullet, and he was like, this is the best werewolf movie." I was like, and then he was like, "Why? Well, what's your favorite werewolf movie?" I was like, "An American Werewolf in London,"
Yeah.
and he's like,
And,
"Yeah,
and he does. He said he loved that one, but like Silver Bullet for him, I guess, was filmed like basically in an area that looked like his neighborhood. So as a kid,
yes."
he like the trauma.
So yeah,
Um,
I can see that why he loves it more, but
but objectively, the better movie might
objectively,
be
An
is
American Werewolf.
yeah.
Battling like a Paul Naschy movie, maybe something like The Craving. Silver Bullet might be my number 2 werewolf movie.
Yeah.
There we go.
Or the second Howling is pretty far up there on my list.
Christopher Lee movie.
I
Uh,
I did see Silver Bullet as a kid. I remember describing a scene to anyone. I love when like back in the days shit would scare me. I would describe this to people and they would never understand what I was talking about. Even like a Blockbuster, they were like, I don't know what you're talking about. I would mention it to Derek and he'd be like, that sounds like The Gate. That sounds like Silver Bullet. And then that's how I'd find these movies and realize that these are the movies I watched that
oh.
I never knew the name. I never knew a year. I'm like, I don't know. Like, I don't know the kids. This movie scared me so bad. The kids walk outside and it's their parents, but it's not their parents. And like their faces fall off. And he's like, that's The Gate. And I was like, the what? He did that for me with Silver Bullet. I was like, yeah, like these townspeople are going out to get like a monster or something. And they all have like shotguns, whatever. The whole town goes. I'm like, I remember being so scared. Like everyone dies. And he's like, that's Silver Bullet. And I was like, so I got the Blu-ray and I watched like the first maybe 15 minutes and I forgot what happened and I had to turn it off. And so I literally still have the Blu-ray and I still have not, I think Shout Factory did it, have not finished the movie. So I'm excited to sit and watch it eventually. I need to have like a
Yeah.
werewolf marathon and do like Silver Bullet, Werewolf in London. Didn't they do like a werewolf in
Paris.
Paris or
Paris.
something?
Skip it.
Yeah.
Skip it.
Skip. Done. Don't need to see it.
Mhm. Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Ginger Snaps was good.
Never seen it.
I've seen bits and pieces, but yeah, it is good.
I really liked it. You know what? It's Canadian.
Oh, that's
And
probably
I've
okay.
not watched a Canadian horror film that I did not fall in love with immediately.
Ginger Snaps, eh?
Fair.
Ginger Snaps, eh? Ginger Snaps, guy. Ginger Snaps, buddy. I'm not your buddy, guy.
I'm not your buddy,
I'm
guy.
not your guy, pal. Okay, sorry. I'm not your pal, buddy. All right, anyway, we're done. Do we have one more? That was it.
I got another
That's
one. Is
You
this
want to?
were
Do
we
you want to
doing
do
5?
like? I think we said 4 or 5. Do you want to do like a quick like honorable mentions round? Like we'll count it as
yeah.
like an honorable mention.
If you don't mind, it would pain me not to talk about my Italian pick.
You
If
do
we
the
have-
Italian
if
pick,
you would allow me.
and we'll do ours as honorable mentions.
Yes.
Okay. So originally I had pitched the idea to you guys to do an Italian horror episode, and I think
Yes.
that was a bit too niche. Not everybody
Mm.
has Italian movies like I
Yep.
do, but like this is my love is for Italian horror movies, and so naturally, like
Near and dear.
picking this slot is like picking your favorite child, which I don't have any children. Maybe that's easy to do.
I don't want those.
But I kind of picked mine for variety's sake because I've talked on length in person and on Instagram about my love for Lucio Fulci, about The Gates of Hell and House by the Cemetery. I did not pick a Dario Argento movie, even though I love just him pioneering the gialli. And I did not pick a Bava movie, Lamberto or Mario, just because
Okay.
I love all their movies. But
Yeah.
I love Italian for the sleaze, so I gotta go with Andre Bianchi's zombie classic, Burial Ground.
Oh, okay.
I've seen that poster,
Yeah.
but I have
I've
not
not
seen
seen
that
that movie, but
movie.
I've seen that cover, yeah.
Let me paint a beautiful picture of Burial Ground.
Paint it.
This
Paint it.
group of friends,
Happy tree.
they show up to a villa, um, and they're settling in. No more than 5 or 10 minutes into the movie, zombies are already breaking out of the graves. This is the most bang for your buck zombie movie. This movie's 85 minutes long. There's probably zombies in 78 minutes of it.
Wow.
Um,
Like, get to the point. They're like,
and
just get
yeah,
there.
we know what you want to see.
Yeah.
And these
Wow.
zombies, it's it's not the makeup style like Dawn of the Dead. They're not like painted blue or even like prosthetics on flesh kind of things. Like these are like weird nightmare dimension, like maybe it's a mask, maybe they're like plastering or paper macheing some dude's head closed. Like
Oh.
these corpses look
Oh.
like they are rotting in the fakest way imaginable, but it's
Oh, even better.
terrifying for for all the right reasons.
Nice.
Um, on top of that, these zombies, similarly to like Umberto Lenzi's Nightmare City, where zombies are sentient and they use guns and like weapons and stuff like that. The zombies in Burial Ground, they know how to use like um, like battering rams to break down doors. There's this
Okay.
insane scene where someone's head is stuck in a window pane, and they use a scythe to dismember somebody from the second floor.
Wow.
Um,
Gosh.
if anybody's familiar with this movie, or if you've seen screen caps of it, you'll know that there is a child figure in this movie played by a 30-something-year-old man. Um, and it'll make sense why with how his relationship with his mother unfolds.
Oh my gosh.
Um,
He still
this
drinks the milk, huh?
oh,
Where else are you gonna get it
something
from?
like that.
From the
Um,
tap.
this is just like the zombie party movie. You throw it on and you're not having a bad time because there's always something going on. This is
Wow.
uh, and the score in it is haunting too. It's such a shame that the tape masters of the music itself have been lost, so there isn't like a
Oh.
proper music release of it. Um, but yeah, Burial Ground. Another fun fact about Burial Ground: this place takes place in Villa. I'm gonna get this wrong, but I'm just gonna call it like Villa Priscilli. I think maybe that's what it's called. It's something like that.
Mhm.
This location was used in like so many movies, like current and old. If anyone's familiar with Blood for Dracula, that was filmed here.
Mm-mm.
The Italian masterpiece Patrick Still Lives was filmed here as well. If there was a tape release of that, I'd be talking about that instead. And even the most recent Omen, the first what was that newest
First
Ooh, the
one?
Omen.
first
First
Omen?
Omen.
I
That was
fucking
filmed at
love
that
that movie.
villain, and then so was that like Sydney Sweeney
They
nun
filmed that one there
movie.
too?
Yep, they filmed that one there as well. So
Um,
it's a
What
very
is that called?
storied setting.
and
Oh, it's
Um,
on the tip of my tongue.
I never saw it,
yeah,
so
wow. I didn't like it. The
I
first
loved
Omen
it.
was incredible. Immaculate.
really immaculate.
Immaculate.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was fine. Like, it was good. I think I saw the first Omen, then I saw Immaculate, so I think in comparison, I was like, Immaculate came off as a lesser. Derek
Yeah.
and you and a couple others said they saw Immaculate and then the first Omen, so they loved both, and I
Yeah.
was like, well, whatever.
Yeah.
But anyway, Burial Ground.
Yeah,
Burial
Burial
Ground.
Ground. That's I mean, I know that you said you haven't seen Zombie. So in Italy, Zombie Flesh Eaters, that was titled as Zombie 2 because Dawn of the Dead was titled Zombie.
and they were doing
Burial
it as, like, indirect.
Ground was an unofficial sequel to Zombie 2, so in some markets, it was called Zombie 3. Not to be
Wow.
confused with the actual Zombie 3 that was kind of directed by Lucio Fulci, but more so directed by Bruno Mattei and Claudio
What in
Fragasso.
the world?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. So Burial Ground. I know you haven't seen Zombie. I'm I'm a madman, so I'm inclined to tell you to skip Zombie and just go straight for Burial Ground.
Wow, you crazy madman.
Yep.
I'll do it.
Don't do it.
If you say to, I'll do it.
Don't.
Please, please.
Mm,
Curtis tells me to do it, I'm gonna do it.
Mhm.
that's true.
Because
So,
I mean, you want to figure out why Mother smells like death. So
Hey,
check it out.
that's the tagline.
you want to see where he gets his milk from?
Oh my god. Burial Ground. Okay.
Burial ground.
Hmm.
Well, I'm gonna fly through mine as just honorable mentions. The one that I almost did, but I did Rocky Horror instead was oh, The Talented Miss Ripley. So Talented
Oh,
Miss Ripley, because we usually don't do we don't do all horror sometimes. So like this one's more of like it's a thriller.
yeah,
Have you seen it?
maybe.
Forever ago, I think I've seen it.
Okay. It's I remember loving it when I was younger. I was like, God, like it's to not give anything away. Um Matt Damon is hired essentially by this rich man to go to Italy and like persuade his son to come home. And Matt
Oh,
Damon's
yeah, yeah,
character's
yeah.
like, "Okay, cool, like, I need some money," and he ends up becoming infatuated with Italy and the son's lifestyle and the son's friends and the son's fiancée to the point where he, like, inserts himself into their lives in a very weird way, and then people start to go missing or die and this and that, and it's I don't wanna but, like, it's just a good movie. They did make a
Mm.
show recently, and I didn't see it, but I heard it's good, called Ripley. Because this might be based on a book. Um, but this is filmed in Rome, Venice, Naples, Greece, France. Like they like did some globe trotting with this movie. Like I think it opens in Greece. I think he's no, he's it opens in France and Matt Damon is working in France and that's where he gets hired to go to Italy. And then I think they go to Rome for like a day in the movie. He's like, "Let's go to Rome." And he's like,
Yeah.
"Yay, okay, cool, whatever." But the scenery is beautiful, but again, it is used structurally, story wise. He ends up at the opera at one point, which is like a prominent part of the film for many reasons. There's like a big shopping square, like it's beautiful. It's similar to Hannibal where you know it's just beautiful to look at from start to finish, and they incorporate the scenery into the storytelling of the movie, but this does not have any writing flaws like I would say Hannibal does. Like
Mm.
Hannibal seems like it's too much of one kind of movie and not enough of another kind of movie that they crammed together to make this kind of like almost incohesive thing. Where this is just very like start to finish. I was just like, what am I watching? And the end is like, are you effing kidding me? So that was one of them. I love I said honorable mention. I still like went deep into like whatever. This is not an actual VHS release, but I do have this custom, and it's Last Night in Soho, which was
Oh, yeah,
filmed
yeah,
in
yeah.
Oh,
Soho, so London, and a couple other
Soho.
places as well. And then I've never seen this movie. I'm so sorry, but I know this is filmed in England. The interiors and the exteriors, and it's Legend.
Oh, yeah,
oh,
yeah, yeah.
nice,
Good old
nice.
Tom
So
Cruise.
Tom Cruise, Tim Curry. I've been yelled at
Yeah,
many times that I should watch this movie, and I have not watched it yet. But
Mm.
there
It's
you go.
great.
Yeah.
I like it. It's a
it
nice
is.
little
It is
fantasy.
one of Tim Curry's many iconic looks.
That's
Mm.
what I've been told.
Yeah.
Like, if I like Tim Curry, have I not seen Legend? And I'm like, because I'm stupid.
Well, I only have one honorable mention, and I gotta show it. We're going back to London here.
You
It's
love London.
Shaun of the Dead.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
wow.
You- I just love this movie because it just starts off with, even if it's like all zombies aside, starts off this guy, he's pretty much doesn't want to grow up. He thinks he's grown up, but everyone around him is moving on in their lives. And he's with this friend that pretty much holds him back. And then it takes a zombie apocalypse to make him realize it's time to grow up. It's time to make tough decisions.
Yeah.
Get your act together. Stop drinking
Mhm.
at a bar every night. And it's a great story. It's also a comedy. I love it. I love these two. Great
Love.
story.
Yeah, I feel like my movie needs to have a great character dynamic of some kind or none.
Yes.
If it's in between, like where they tried and it didn't work, or you forced characters out like that, like bleh, don't give me that. Give me just a
Mhm.
good like two main characters, or like I don't throw a dog in there. It's a character and
Yeah.
a dog. I'm into it. Or give me like a batshit crazy, like a lot of the movies you're describing. It sounds like people they go to the woods, zombie outbreak, whatever, like whatever. There's probably it's just a body count movie. You described one of those as a
Yeah.
body count movie. Or give me that.
Yeah.
Like
Right?
if you like, you like lay out all these like character relationships that don't go anywhere or mean anything.
Mm,
I'm not into that. Don't do that.
yeah.
Don't do
Yeah.
it.
This has a
and
purpose.
and
Up,
it's a
there
movie
goes your
that is
light.
It's my life.
it's a movie that is, like it dons the of the dead title fittingly. Like there are so many that
Yeah.
are just like, let's tack it on to get the
Mhm.
views, but like,
Yeah.
not that it feels like Romero's trilogy, but like you can imagine it existing within the same world. Like it just,
Yeah.
Yeah.
the beats are just there to earn its crown, more or
Mhm.
less.
There are the movies that like pay great respect to previous movies in that way, and then they're the ones that just like you said, they just tack the name on, or they think they're paying homage, but they're just copying, but doing a lesser version or a crap,
Yeah.
whatever. And
Right.
yeah, Shaun of the Dead is very much like a love letter
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
those films. Yeah,
Mhm. I love it.
I love it.
It's one
Absolutely.
of my favorite movies.
Oh, you know what? I'm the only one with no mustache. I just realized.
Get
Oh
out.
shit!
Oh,
Just
I would
delete the
love to.
whole episode.
Yeah. Next episode, I want you having a mustache, James.
Okay. All right. Well, then we need Curtis back. So like,
Yeah,
otherwise, what's the
mustaches
point?
united.
I'd be happy to anytime.
Mustaches united. Perfect.
Well,
So
I think that's everything, right?
that is everything.
Yeah, I mean, like,
So
unless you want me to ramble on about more movies, I'm happy to, but
we're gonna have to do a part. We'll do a part two. Maybe we'll do like
I'd love to.
Eurostack Part Two, the sequel.
Yes. Back to
Um,
Euro Trip
back
2.
Euro Trash Part Two.
Yeah.
But thank you, Curtis, very much for being
Yeah.
here with us
Thanks
This
for
is
and
having me.
cool.
This was
educating me.
great.
Literally, like you talking about these
Me
movies, I'm like,
too.
I could just listen to this. Actually, I could listen to this all day.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. I mean, it's my favorite thing to do. So I'm glad that
Yeah,
Yeah.
that you guys invited me on.
I
perfect.
loved having you on. This is great
Yeah,
discussion. I love this segment. Like, really got to branch out in these different things. Yeah.
yeah.
It's
Hmm.
cool.
So, John, roll the thing that we roll.
Oh, yes.
Where is it? Where is she?
Where is she? She's right here. Uh please
Hmm.
make sure to like, comment, subscribe please. Our lives depend on it.
Someone will die if you don't subscribe.
Someone will die. Please,
Yeah.
please.
It's typically the guest as well. So
Yeah.
Yes.
You've noticed most of them don't come back for another one.
Do
yeah,
you want Curtis to die? Is that what you want? If not, subscribe.
If not, subscribe. Vote for Curtis by subscribing at da 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 da. But yeah,
Text eight.
listen, it's wicked underscore VHS
Yes.
on you.
On
Well, it's
Instagram.
wicked VHS on YouTube, and it's wicked underscore VHS on
Yes.
Instagram for John's beautiful movie
That is mine.
collection and clips and such. And then Curtis, where can people find you?
I am on Instagram at Tape by the Cemetery. That is singular tape
Tape
by the
by the cemetery.
Cemetery. Um, I mean, that's pretty much it. I'm posting tapes all the time. Sometimes I'm selling them, but mostly I just want to connect with people and talk about movies.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
that being said, listeners, if you guys have a Euro horror movie that we did not talk about that you wanted us to talk about, why don't you comment it? Why don't you talk about it a little bit?
Yeah.
Why don't we
The
engage a
words
little
right out
bit,
of
right?
my.
Let us know.
We
What's your
need to be
favorite Euro?
educated. Yes. What's your favorite
Mhm.
European Euro trash, Euro not trash
If you want to
film?
if you want to clown on us because all 15 of our picks weren't Lucio Fulci movies, please do so.
Yeah.
Right.
Um, you know, if
That'd
you
be
want to,
acceptable
sure, and understandable.
and
Yes.
understandable.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Um,
Very.
if there's anybody in the comments who has seen a movie called Wild Beasts, please entertain that in the comments and DM me.
Okay.
We could talk for hours about it.
Wild beasts. I
I'm just
love the I
getting
love the
notifications. Curtis is just talking to one person about wild
yeah,
beasts.
right. I love it. Um, and then yeah, and that's it. I'm here on Tapeheads with John,
Mm,
and I'm saying Tapeheads, but it's Wicked VHS, one
mhm,
and the same. And
mm.
then my light went out, but it used to say "Shut up, James." And that's also I have an Instagram and a YouTube and a Patreon and all those things. And then I'm on another podcast because I just can't stop talking
Woo!
called Don't Be Dead. So listen, find us everywhere. And we want to talk to you about movies. If you've
Yes.
noticed, Curtis is very educated in uh, film, in older
Yes.
movies. John has seen a lot more movies than I have. And I apparently look and sound like a fake fan. So if you want to yell at me, please do so. I'm taking letters.
Yes. Fan
So
mail, hate
fan mail.
mail, fan mail,
I take it all.
blackmail. Yeah,
Yep.
he's taking it all.
Mm.
Oh yeah, I'm worth a lot. So definitely blackmail me.
Yeah.
Chainmail?
Um, what mail?
Chainmail? You
Chain
Chain
mail.
getting
mail,
your
Oh
armor
yeah,
up?
you know what?
Yep.
Send me like the yeah,
junk mail.
if you
Send
don't
him your
resend this
bills.
message, the pirate dressed as a something something will show up at your door, blah blah blah, that whole thing. Yeah.
I forgot about that.
The
I was
YouTube
thinking
movie.
more so like
Yeah.
armor, but yeah, yeah, just flood
Oh, chain okay.
Or
I
like
was
chain mail.
thinking
Yeah.
flood
okay,
the
I'm thinking chain
inboxes with if you don't send this to 5 people, then like then horrible Debbie will haunt your life forever.
Haunch. Yeah, I was thinking I went right to the MySpace movie, which is not real movie, but there was is that what you're thinking, John, too? Or no?
I thought so. Yeah.
Yeah, it like some blah 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 whatever will show up at your door dressed as a something something with a rubber chicken,
Uh-huh.
and circus peanuts and blah blah. And I was like,
Not circus
oh,
peanuts. That's the worst Halloween candy.
yeah, exactly. So yeah, so all of the things. Listen, y'all have a lot of homework to do. So we told you, meet us in the comments, subscribe to us, follow us, DM us, tell us what movies you missed. Also, go find the MySpace movie. Just go to YouTube and type in MySpace movie. It's like 7 minutes
Yes.
long. It's great if you are of a certain era and you know what MySpace is. If
Mhm.
not, then ignore. But I'm gonna sign us off and
Yes.
say thank you all very much. This has been Tapeheads United, and good night.
Thank you for watching. I love you.